Yeah. Shepard takes his final breath, right? Ah, I'm gonna lower the audio a little bit on the game. Here's the thing. I'm gonna do a script doctors on the ending, including uh, talking about Leviathan, the ending, the setup to the ending itself, the things I would change specifically about the ending, and why it doesn't work for me or for a lot of people, for that matter. And then also Citadel DLC, which a lot of people consider to be the real ending to the game, right? And why that is wrong, but understandable. Writers, yeah, I don't know what the fuck the word. Overall, this version of the game is for two types of people. Uh, People who never played Mass Effect and want to give it a shot. It's like, hey, I never played Mass Effect. Might as well, jump in and play sorry, the most advanced version of the game. Newest game, and with all the attending DLC. Okay, fair enough. Um, or for people who, like me, who actually, in spite of everything, I still enjoyed this game immensely, in spite of what I just witnessed and played again. Uh, you know, for everyone else, if you're just a casual player, it's like, oh, I played Mass Effect, enjoyed it, but I moved on. Yeah, this is not worth going back. It also feels like, and again, I'll talk about later on another stream. It feels essentially like this is just, they trotted out literally the corpse of Shepard back, and they sort of did it weekends at Bernie's kind of thing. Like, hello, I'm Commander Shepard, and I'm here again to play. Blah blah. Right? They're keeping the corpse of Mass Effect in a freezer. I know there's a teaser trailer about a new Mass Effect, but considering their track record with Anthem and Mass Effect Andromeda, and this ending and how they handle all this, I don't know. We could be getting one in 4 or 5 years. Well, we will end up getting a new Mass Effect, if at all, in the next console generation, if there is a next console generation. I won't be playing it on this machine, that's for sure. At least not with the setup that I have right now. The irony of all of this is that Mass Effect 3, and I'm going to say this is going to be very controversial, I'm being so critical about what just happened, is the best game. Because I'm a gameplay first kind of person. Like, if there's no game in video game, there's no video game, right? And it has the best gameplay, powers, weapons, etc. It has all the best things. Some of the best maps, stuff like that. So very fun to play. But it has the worst story. I mean, it ironically has some of the best highlights also, because the thing on Tuchanka, it's like the highlight of his game, especially if you, at least for me, if you save the Reapers, not the Reapers, the Krogan, um, then but after that, it's sort of, again, it kind of peaks again with the Quarians and the Geth, but then it kind of whoa, right? Especially once you get past into the Illusive Man's office, it's all down from there. The decisions that they make, why it had to be a ground battle, why the beam, why Harbinger shows up, and in the extended cut, which is now the official cut, right? The extended edition, Harbinger shows up, blasts everybody, and then flies away. It's. And the thing is, and this is why I don't have any trust in the future of Mass Effect, I don't think BioWare, and this is proof of it because they just, rehashed the whole thing, really understands what happened here. If anything, you look at Andromeda and they seem to have picked up all the wrong lessons, like, from there. Andromeda, it's okay. Not great, but it's okay. Uh, so we'll see what happens. It's you know, it has some great moments. I actually enjoyed Omega quite a bit. Citadel DLC still is crap, right? It's a fan job, and I'll talk more about that later on and how it can be fixed. But that's another thing. We'll never see anything something like this again. I always say this. This was a grand experiment. It at the end it failed as a sort of big story, right? Coherent story. But as a set of games, individually, they're classics. The the series is not the trilogy is not a classic. The individual games are classics in their own right when they are measured in what they've done, right? So overall, you know, if you're a fan, again, you're a hardcore fan of Mass Effect, you probably already finished this weeks ago or a month or two ago, right? I probably finished within a week or so of it coming out. You bought it, and if you never tried the series, I know I'm being very negative at the ending, but try it. You might actually like it, and a lot of people actually do like it. And I'm very critical because, ironically, it comes from a place of love. Like, this could have been much better. But don't worry, I'll be revisiting the whole series on my YouTube channel. I have some ideas about that. I'm working on that. But it'll be a thing, right? Who knows? The music, I mean, it's even with all this disappointment, I still get the feels on this game, right? It came so close. I'm hoping somebody somewhere is working on a spiritual successor of this. That's what I'm hoping, right? Then we get the My Sweet uh, thing.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost.
And you look at the figures, the child is just a miniature mass. Man.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars.
You really look at it, it's just a tiny. They just reduced the figure to just.
Many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life.
Also, this scene is like, are they humans? Are there something else?
Story of its own.
Right?
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
This is the next generation.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
I know. Rushing being an enemy Reaper spread commander ship has been a long journey for Shepard and for the team here at BioWare. Like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as a vision of a small team, but over the years it had grown. Probably too much. The growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback supported player community. Yeah, thank you for if you actually listened to anybody that was not chippers. Thank you for joining us in this journey. We look forward to sharing further adventures in the Mass Effect universe. The Mass Effect team. Okay. And that was and we see the galactic map. Yeah, this is done so you can if you wanna do the and that was Mass Effect. I'll take a break basically from this a day or so. Maybe I'll do some non-game streaming tomorrow night. But for now, well, we'll see you when we see you. Bye bye.